Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. College football Saturday. It's here, week 3. You ready for it? Got some big games, man. Season's getting real now. I think Zach Phelps said it best here. I mean, who doesn't relate to this? Look, I need new aquarium money. Who's got a parlay today? There we go. Big Zach. Hey, is that for the axolotl? Those things are crazy. They grow, dude. They're nuts, man. They grow huge. Anybody have an axolotl out there? I don't have one, but Randall does, and I know Zach does as well. Him and Chell. So those things are crazy. So good to see everybody, man. So good to see you guys. Freddie Bear, man. Good to see you, buddy. Big Cortez. Good to see you too, big dog. Big Pat. What's up, bro? Japan. Letting it rip. Hawaii minus 38.5 and Ole Miss minus 6.5. There we go. Freddie Bear said, Freddie, ready, AB? Man, hell yeah. Let's go. All right. Let's jump into it. Yeah. All right. So taking a look at yesterday. All right. So we go 1-2. We had Aaron Judge for a home run, but again, my picks, we go 1-2. Tough in there for Bradley. 0-2. That was a 2-0. What do they say? Affair in soccer, football. Colorado, Houston. We got that over. That one was nice. Aaron Judge again. He hit another home run. He's on absolute fire. UCLA. Hello. We got problems. 0-3. Nico. Wasn't about the money, remember? Hey, UCLA, I'm telling you, straight up, from a dude on the inside of this Nico situation. All right? Anybody who's been here knows we were ground floor of all of this. And I'm telling you, UCLA, I tried to roll with you yesterday. You got problems, bro. And let me tell you, Nico's better than his little brother. You signed up for 4 years of this. That family's going to take your money, boy. I'm just telling you. Kansas State, Arizona, over 54.5. Did not get that one. Excuse me. What a win for Arizona, though. Shout out to them. That was a big win. And Kansas State, we got problems as well. But yeah, anyway, so 1-2, man. We'll do better today. We got a lot of picks. Godstake says UCLA is on the do not bet list for me now. If anything, the bet against list, bro, 100% agree. Also, that dude, your profile picture with the state of Tennessee flag and the Oilers, the oil derrick, that is a dope profile picture, bro. That is awesome. Big respect for me. That is a dope profile picture, man. All right, real quick, and then we'll get into it. Addison, Signetti is a bad man. 73-0 Hoosiers over Indiana State last night. Yeah, dude, first off, like, I felt bad for Indiana State. I was like, they just kept going. But you know what? You have to. You have to. And you know what? Another thing. Don't feel bad for Indiana State. They got paid about $1 million to come play that game, so they'll be all right. But, yeah, shout out Indiana. That was a hell of a win. I don't care who you played. You put up 73. You win 73-0. Like, sorry. That's a good football team. Liddy, AB, good morning. Good morning. Let's have a day. Liddy, let's have a day indeed, big dog. Zach said, hit the like button if you haven't. Yeah. If you guys wouldn't mind. Hit the like button right now. It would be huge. I swear I won't ask you for anything else. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it back up. How soon does Foster get fired out of there? Pretty quick, man. And I feel bad for him. You know, he kind of got steamrolled into this, but he kind of asked for it too. They got problems. They got big problems. Country Kane, good morning, AB and crew. Good morning, Kane. Good to see you, big dog. Tony said like button, smashed it. Big Tony, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, man. Sinful Saint ain't been on here forever. Sup, baby? Vols covered today. Sinful, what's up, bro? So good to see you. I don't know, man. Georgia's pretty good. We're gonna talk about that game. I like the over. I'll show you. Let's just jump into the picks and we'll talk about it. Big Brian, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. All right. First off, Howie Schwab, group play of the day. So poll is in the chat. All right, 2 games, 4 options. All right, game 1, Florida +7 or LSU -7. Are you going to Georgia, Tennessee? Georgia minus 3.5. Tennessee plus 3.5. Poll is in the chat. Vote now. We'll update as we always do at the end of the show. Big Dave Campbell. It's been a minute. Be my brother. Man, Big Dave, what is good? Big dog, dude. Dave's the man. Goes back. OG. Good to see you, brother. Big Jeff said, morning, AB and crew. Good morning, Jeff. LSU, Florida under. I feel you there. Yeah, I feel you on that one. All right, let's jump into the picks for today. We got a lot to jump into. All right, so real quick, man, two more. All right. So first off, Big Bill Griffin, Alabama. Let's make some money, big dog. Dude, this guy right here, OG. I've known Bill Griffin for almost my whole life. I absolutely love this dude. Love his family. Love every dude. Great dude right here. Big Dave coming at y'all from Oregon at Northwestern. Nice, dude. Oregon's rolling, aren't they? That's going to be a heck of a game, man. That's going to be fun. Cortez, shout out to Matty Ice. I'm grateful for all this money you made. Matty Ice, absolutely smoking it, dude. Absolutely smoking it, man. So good to see you guys. Love you too, brother, man. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, Bill right here. Hey, this is, dude. Love him. Absolutely love him. All right, let's get into the picks here. Okay, so these are new. I've got more for you. Don't worry. But Rays Cubs over 8.5. Have you noticed all week with Major League Baseball, like we've talked about, like weather's not there for you, and it's getting close to the end of the season, regular season, blah, blah, blah. The weather is back today. Everywhere. If you like betting, if you like runs, Major League Baseball, the weather is back and in full form for you. Weather's garbage in Chicago right now. Being not shutting that over. Yeah, it's going to clear up a little bit, but I'm going to show you in a second why. And I agree with you. The weather is garbage in Chicago right now, but it's going to flip. I'll show you in a second. But good. Hey, Jason, and I'm not disagreeing on that point. That's a good call. And keep dropping that in like anybody, because me and you were saying the same thing. And there's going to be a little bit of a shift in it. I'll show you in a second. But you're not wrong at all. Rangers and the Mets over 8.5. Another deal. You've got great weather here. Jason, dog currently hide my legs for the Thunder. Yeah, I know. That's the one thing. All right. And playing off of it, like not only, well, we'll talk about it in a second, but not only the wind is going to be, humidity is going to be massive, but exactly what you just said. We just got to get these storms out of the way, and hopefully we do. Matt said, LSU fans rolled around earlier this morning, Baton Rouge. Dude, buddy, a couple buddies of mine are at that game, and they're down there right now, and they said it's already madness, and the game is tonight. Brian, last storm went through here this morning. Bit storms will be gone soon. Absolutely. Yeah, and the weather's going to flip. So Rangers and the Mets over 8.5. We'll talk about this one in a second, too. Great weather. Great weather in this game. And you've got it all across the board. We'll talk about it. Now, adding to college football plays, and I'll show the list here right after this one. Don't worry. But Central Michigan and Michigan over 43.5. All right, now, I'm playing this for two reasons. Number one, it is a low total, obviously. The question is going to be, how many points does Central Michigan score against Michigan's defense? And it's probably going to be somewhat low. Also getting Michigan off of the loss last week to Oklahoma. Look, to be honest with you, like getting an angry Michigan team, Michigan could cover this on their own. Like, there's not going to be a ton of days where I'm like, hey, Michigan's going to score 40 points. Today could be a day where they get close. So if you're going to give me a low total and you're going to give me a motivated Michigan team, yeah, I'm going to take it. Because, look, Central Michigan could score too. So I'm going to roll with the over 43.5 today. All right, and then Tulane. Yeah, go ahead and give me Tulane here. Yeah, we'll talk about this one in a second. But shout out to John Bowman. So give me Tulane minus 1.5. Now, these are the plays that are new. Okay? Now, anybody that's been rolling with us through the week knows we've already done a college football show, which, by the way, check that out. It's in your feeds. When the show's done, if you want some more, if you want to jump through them. Yeah. Jason said, so you're ruining my afternoon with high humidity. Thanks, AB. Yeah. Like, dude, you're getting both bads on a Saturday. You wake up to the thunderstorms, and then you're just sweating your back off. Sorry, brother. Okay. So, Tennessee, Georgia. Now, some of these numbers might be gone because we put these in on what, Tuesday? So, yeah. But just to give you an idea where we're at. Tennessee, Georgia over 49.5. Alabama team total over 33.5. I think that they just keep scoring. Now, they're playing Wisconsin. They're at home. Yeah, I think Alabama just keeps going today. Memphis money. All right, so now we're into the parlays here. 2-leg parlays. Memphis money line, Virginia Tech money line, plus 100. LSU money line, Notre Dame money line, minus 115. Ole Miss money line, South Carolina money line, plus 100. And then Georgia money line and Clemson money line at plus 156. So there we go today. Those are your college football plays. Now, we're going to jump into the games here and discuss a little bit. Japan, I have an extra ticket for the LSU Florida game tonight. If you know anyone that needs it, Matt. I like it. There we go. That's awesome. Dude, hit Japan up if you're looking to go to the game. Effort. What's up, brother, man? What's up, baby? Good to see you. So good to see you, man. Cyclone said, one of these, AB, I'm going to get you on Iowa Hawkeye first quarter under. Hey, I'll bet it right now. Let me pull it up. All right. Iowa Hawkeye first quarter under. I mean, I feel you. You're right. Like, I need to get on the damn bandwagon. Hold up. We're going to place this bet live. I know this is exciting television. Where you at, Iowa? There we go. UMass at Iowa. First quarter. Under 9.5. Let's go. I'm in. Let's go, baby. All right. Thank you for that. And you are correct. We do need to get on those. Ole Miss quarterback game time decision. Yeah, and that's why, dude, I mean, they're playing in Arkansas. We're going to talk about it. But, I mean, that's why we've got them on the money line, and that's it. They screwed us last week. I don't trust Ole Miss with the spreads. They're going to have to prove it. And especially if you got injury to game time decision. Yeah. Not good, man. Cyclone, the most stressful 15 minutes, but it is. I feel it. I mean, dude, I'm with you. Hey, bots, look at them. We got new ones. NCAAFTV.com getting in the mix. All right, they want some of that. They saw that NFL TVS1 was doing. Okay, way to go, NCAAFTV.com. Bots rolling strong. Okay, so let's jump into it here. All right, so college football. We'll just walk through it. And if you see any games, anything you want to talk about, drop it in the chat, right? I'm just going to kind of lightly go through. If you want a full breakdown, again, go check out the College Football Week 3 Best Bets show. It's in your feeds. I'll link to it here. Yeah. Addison, I just got my NFL TV. Now I need an NCAA TV. Apparently so. I'm with you. I have to go get one too. So, yeah. The bots are letting us know. I mean, we got to give them credit. Like being very proactive, getting out in the community, letting us know. Yeah, we're going to have to get an NCAA TV. Clemson minus 3.5 is solid gold. Yeah. So, okay, first off, Oregon, we'll get to that one. Oregon, Northwestern, hold on a second. To pick one, AB, any greasy games you give us, I typically stay away from the big-time matchups. Yeah. Hang tight. I got you. Well, I'll tell you this. Hold on. So, yeah, I mean, Michigan, that fits in the big game play. Look, I think Tulane is a solid play here today. Now, you look at Memphis. You look at Virginia Tech. I think both of these two teams are excellent in terms of spread plays. If you're looking for, kind of not, the big ones. And we'll talk more about it. But yeah, the greasy ones, hell yeah, bro. I feel you on that, dude. That's where we make our money, man. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk about it. Look, I'll say this: Oregon is not a bad play. I know that minus 26.5. They just keep going. What we need to identify right now are teams that can score. Right? Like that is where we need to hit on teams because that is the name of the game. Can you score or can you not? Right? Like in weird ways, I'm not even kind of looking at matchups. Well, I am, but in certain spots, like looking for games like this, I'm just trying to find teams that can score because you could work with that. Now, doesn't mean we're always riding with them, but when there are going to be points, buddy, we could play with those tokens. You know what I mean? So Oregon's kind of one of those teams. Matty Ice, Memphis -4 a lock. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, for real, Memphis is one of them teams today. Yeah. So, all right, yeah. So Oregon, again, they just score a lot of points. Now they had something to prove last week because Oklahoma State coach was kind of running off at the mouth a little bit. So it's not going to be that kind of a beatdown. But again, Oregon just keeps going. So pay attention there. Clemson, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, Haynes King, good football team. Here's the deal with Clemson. Clemson is going to turn it around. Like, they're 1-1. The season just started, but, Clemson's too good not to explode on somebody, and it could be that today. Again, I'm not saying that it happens, but I'm saying at some point one Saturday, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Now, that's not the best betting information in the world, but I do think that, with Dabo and with Cade Klubnik, like, they're going to do it. I hate betting against Georgia Tech. They're a very fundamental team, and defense and running the football travels. But, yeah, Clemson's going to do it at some point. All right, Oklahoma and Temple. Remember, Oklahoma 23.5-point favorite. I mean, again, look, Oklahoma's on the road and coming off a massive win against Michigan. So, look, I don't like playing these blowout games either, and I'm not on it. But what is Oklahoma's motivation here? Right? Like, I don't know how good Temple is, but, they're 2-0. But Oklahoma's going to get up, and then I think you're just going to see all the young guys come in. Right? So, I don't know. I don't know enough about Temple, to give you, a great, breakdown both sides. So, yeah, but just be careful in general. Like, Oklahoma had a big one last week on the road early. Like, this could be an underplay. There could be a lack of points. Yeah, sinful under. Yeah, I completely agree. And don't, or let me say this, let me say it a better way. Factor in times of these games, not all of them, but you got a team on the road, like a West Coast team, Oregon. It's not 11 a.m. Central kickoff, right? That's 9 a.m. Oregon body clock time. Now, is that the biggest factor in the world? No, but it's something, right? Especially when you're on the road doing it. I just don't know how much motivation Oklahoma's going to have. But again, 23.5, all things considered, is not that big of a number, compared to when you see Indiana State, Wisconsin, Alabama. So we're on the over in this game of Alabama team total. Bama 20.5-point favorite, a total of 45.5. Again, look, there's no coaching staff in the country under more pressure than Kalen DeBoer in Alabama. And that includes Bill Belichick. That includes anybody. UCLA, Foster, anyone. Nobody's hearing more heat than Kalen DeBoer. Yeah, they won last week, but that don't matter. They got to keep doing it. And I think points are the way that they go about it. So that's why I'm going to roll Alabama team total today. Central Michigan again. Michigan, a 27.5-point favorite and a total of 43.5. All right, we'll just subtract those numbers. 43.5, 27.5. All right. What is that, 16? So the books are basically telling you they think Central Michigan's going to score over under 16 points, roughly, right? So I'm going to play the over. I think Michigan could score as many points as they want today. But I do think Central Michigan will score too. So if you've got a big spread, a big spread and a low total, those are usually risks. But I think we could find an arbitrage, opportunity in this one. All right, South Alabama and Auburn. I just saw something in the chat here on that one. Karen was feeling that Temple Auburn will be tough. And what about Auburn this week? Good question. All right, so here's the deal. Looking at this game, I just spilled my water everywhere. Looking at this game, number one, what stands out to me, 24.5 point favorite, total of 54.5. All right, so pretty standard fare. South Alabama and Auburn are pretty close to each other. Like, these people know each other. These players played against each other in high school. Like, this is a big game for South Alabama. A big game. And for Auburn, it's one of those games that you need to go in and handle your business. If it were me, like, the under screams to me, but I think Auburn in the first quarter or Auburn in the first half, and I apologize, I don't have those spreads in front of me, but I would expect Auburn to come out. Like, if it were me, and like I had a free bet to play on the game, I would probably go I would go Auburn first quarter or first half. And again, I don't know the numbers. I apologize, but that's how I would approach that game, because South Alabama can get some garbage points in the end. Be careful of that. But yeah, first quarter, first half, I like it. Kirk, ABM laddering, Jeremiah Love rushing yards. I think he breaks off a long one. They get back to riding him like last year. Yeah, absolutely. Notre Dame coming off of a bye. We'll talk about it. Go out, at home against Texas A&M, night game under the lights, like all that. You got all that stuff going on. But Notre Dame, remember, man, coming off that loss in week 1 to Miami, and they got a bye week right after it. Early bye week, right? But yeah. Like, Notre Dame gonna run the football. They're absolutely gonna run the football. Karen, South Alabama is tough and Freeze may take his foot off the pedal. Karen, I completely agree. You and I are lockstep on that. I absolutely agree. Hugh Freeze definitely would, right? Because for them, you look at what you want. I mean, this is a Super Bowl game for South Alabama, and they're well coached. They're not a bad football team. So I agree with you. Like, if I were playing Auburn, I'm not messing with the full game, not messing with any of that, because you could get screwed by just, garbage points that really don't matter to anybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, I completely agree with you, Karen. I think you're spot on. Yep, early is the right way to do it. Yeah, absolutely agree. All right, so flipping it over here, Louisiana and Missouri. Missouri scoring a ton of points, man, and they could score them in bunches in a hurry. I don't have a play on this one. NCAAHD.com. All right, so yeah. After you get your NCAA TVs, you have to get the NCAA HD package, right? I really appreciate these bots, like working in tandem. This is like walking around, like basically now, like DTL is like walking into Best Buy, and you just have all of these bot salesmen coming up to you. It's pretty nice. Like, we need some food bots if you're out there. All right, and we need Buc-ee's, but Buc-ee's is too. They're too classy for that. Bucky said we don't do bots. All right. Yeah, I don't have a play on Louisiana, Missouri, but again, it's a big spread, man. I just don't know the full motivation, especially coming off that win against Kansas. That was a pretty big win. Again, I would look at this the same way I kind of would Auburn. I would look at Missouri, early. Villanova, Penn State a 47.5 point favorite, a 47.5 point favorite, and a total of 56.5. So what does that tell you? The books, just do the math. 56.5 minus 47.5. The books are saying Villanova scoring 9 points. Well, you know what? After you get your HD, you might need a second TV. Okay. NCAAFTV.com. All right. In case you need it for, guest bedroom or something, right? All right. Yeah, I have nothing. I'm not messing with a 47.5, but I do find it funny when you have a 47.5 point spread and a total of 56.5. Georgia, Tennessee. Here we go. Georgia on the road. They've won 8 straight against Tennessee. Georgia, 3.5 point favorite, a total of 50.5. Game days in Knoxville. I was going to be at the game, but if my dad can't go, I don't go. I watch a game with him. So be over at my man's crib. Georgia, 3.5. Look, I've talked about it here all week. These are 2 very young football teams. Okay. Both of them. And they're very young on defense, but they have quarterbacks who have more experience than it might look like on paper. All right. I have Georgia in a money line parlay, and I have the over in this game. So I haven't played with the spread. I think it's absolutely spot on. I think the books are smart and said, look, let me tell you what the books did. And you've heard me say this on here a couple times, and they did exactly the same thing that I would. If I were Georgia, if I were setting the lines for Georgia and Tennessee, I'd say, okay, I think Georgia's probably a 3-point favorite. Make them buy that hook. Right? That's exactly what the books are doing. That hook is a tax. Okay? That's exactly what that is. That is a tax. That's them saying, okay, everybody's going to bet Georgia. And look, I'm not saying don't. Right? I'm just saying why you have a 3.5. The books put it at 3 and said, tax them. It's smart. I'd do it too. But again, I've got Georgia in a money line parlay. I also have the over. You've seen it's ticked up there, and it's going to keep going up. Let me just say, man, again, 2 young teams, very young on defense. All right. You're going to see some plays in this game where you see and you look. Tennessee has 53 freshmen by themselves. Right. And Georgia's pretty damn young, too. But where you're going to see those mistakes a lot are going to be on defense, and especially on third down. You're going to see big plays, all right? And you're going to see third down penalties that extend drives, which are basically turnovers. It's going to be a fun game, all right? 2:30 ABC, 3:30 if you're Eastern. It's going to be a really fun game. And trust me, Kirby Smart and Josh Heupel, they know what is on the line in this game. Trust me. This is a big one. But yeah, I'm gonna look. Georgia's won 8 straight. All right. Business is business, Vols. You got to prove it to me first, right? So, yeah. Georgia, and let me just say, there's a little bit of an emotional hedge play in there too. But yeah. I think both these teams are young. I think you're going to see mistakes on defense. I think you're going to see offenses capitalize on those mistakes. I think you're going to see drives that get extended. If you're looking on the Tennessee side, all 3 running backs are live. If you're like Peyton Lewis for touchdowns, I'm telling you, all season long, he's going to hawk them. He's a massive dude in the red zone. Like, they're going to use him a lot. All right, man, you got your bedroom. Look, they're really working in unison. All right, so if you got that NCAA football TV for your kids' room, all right, now you got to get them HD. Jeez, dude. Can't a guy just go to work, come home? BVS ends today, AB John. I didn't want to, you know what? There's a little bit of working in that factor too. Yeah, all the pros are picking everybody. Yep. Yes, they are. And let everybody pick Georgia. Oh, all right. We'll fly through this. Oregon State, Texas Tech, got everything on that one. Iowa State, Arkansas State. Butch Jones coaching for Arkansas State down there in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's a game on the road. Iowa State handled their business, but Arkansas State has scored some points too. They're not good. They're not bad though. Iowa State handled their biz. UTEP, Texas, in-state game, same system. University of Texas, El Paso. 41.5 and a total of 52. So the books are saying UTEP scores 11. South Florida, Miami, that's going to be a hell of a game. South Florida coming off a big win against Florida. Miami rolling 2-0. Week 1, big win over Notre Dame. Ohio State, Ohio. I almost played Ohio State minus 28.5. Honestly, dude, this team is scoring a bunch of points, but their defense is on absolute fire. They're absolutely just shutting fools out. Now, I don't have anything against Ohio, but yeah, I almost played this. But look, remember I was talking about paying a tax? Okay, I want you to see these numbers. All right, the books are going to do this to you. Look at Miami. Think of your of key numbers in football scoring, 3s and 7s, right? 17.5. Ohio State 28.5. All right, Illinois 27.5. That's the other side of the hook. They're putting the tax on Western Michigan. Because Illinois coming off that win against Duke where everybody thought Illinois was going to lose. So be careful there. Look, I'm telling you, if you learn to read the numbers of where these traps are, it'll help. Arkansas, Ole Miss, again, be careful. Ole Miss starting quarterback questionable. Who knows? Ole Miss, they haven't come through us yet. Florida, LSU, it's going to be a big one. Let me just tell you, Florida, this is kind of it. If they give up in this game, that season's over. And LSU at night, Death Valley, Baton Rouge. And for anybody who doesn't know, let me tell you from personal experience, I've seen it my whole life. These two fan bases hate each other. These two teams hate each other. There is no love between Florida and LSU. None. They're rivals. They play every year. None. If LSU can run it up on Florida, they will. Trust me, they will. Because that plays into everything. Fan base loves it. Recruits love it. Boosters love it. Watch out, Florida. You better be ready. But same deal, LSU, don't be too confident. If Florida players are bought in, this could be a hell of a play. Could be a hell of a play. We'll find out tonight. Texas A&M, Notre Dame, talked about that one. Yep. Notre Dame 6.5-point favorite, total of 50.5 there. Yeah, man, look, number one, it's going to be a great game. This one screams under to me. Like, I do see a lot of running the football. I agree. What do you guys think? This one's a tough read. Under 50.5. I mean, we've got Notre Dame in a money line parlay, and I'll put the picks back up here in just 1 second. But I kind of dig the under. Kirk, yeah, I love the under. I agree, man. Like that's what stuck out to me first. Was the under. There's going to be a lot of run the football on both sides. And this is also going to be a game, remember, it's going to be a game where both coaches look and say, I can't win it in the first half, but I damn sure can lose it. And Notre Dame can't lose this game. They have to win this game. So I took Notre Dame on the money line, and that's as far as I went because, yeah, I mean, Big Cheesy. Georgia, Tennessee, under 50.5. Morning, AB. Morning, Big Cheesy. You big, beautiful son of a gun. It's good to see you, boy. How you doing, man? All right, yeah. So the under's what stuck out to me with A&M and Notre Dame. And then finally, tonight, 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern, Vanderbilt, South Carolina. This will be a good game. Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt, they're tough, man. They'll fight you. South Carolina, we're going to find out a little bit more. I'm excited to watch this one. We've got South Carolina in a money line parlay. And then Utah, Wyoming. I don't have anything on that. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But I'll just go back to our man, Big Chip Patterson. It's going to be windy. Dude, it's just always windy and wild in Wyoming, right? So That's a low total. It's a low total for a reason, but be careful there. All right, that is your top 25 little breakdown there. Let me get the picks back up, and we'll jump into baseball. Raising the Cubs over 8.5 minus 115. Rangers and the Mets over 8.5 minus 115. Central Michigan over 43.5. And then Tulane minus 1.5. Also, Tennessee, Georgia. It's cheesy. I'm going over 49.5, but you're going under. So what we need is this game to land at 50. Alabama team total over 33.5. Memphis money line, Virginia Tech money line plus 100. LSU money line, Notre Dame money line minus 115. Ole Miss money line, South Carolina money line plus 100. And then Georgia money line and Clemson money line at plus 156. Okay. All right. So those are our plays. Now, man, we still got baseball. I told you the weather here today. Oh, dude, it's the best we've had in a minute. All right. Let's hit small runs. All right. Where you going today? So, look, Kyle Schwarber and Aaron Judge, as long as they're on a tear, they're getting included every day. Because why wouldn't you do that? So, all right. So, Kyle Schwarber and Aaron Judge. I mean, Aaron Judge hit another one yesterday. Schwarber didn't hit one, but I mean, it's every other game at this point right now. So, yeah, Schwarber and Judge are just auto lists right now. Schwarb's plus 175, Aaron Judge plus 240. All right, now, Pete Alonso of the Mets plus 250. Great historicals today. Shohei Ohtani, great weather, huge win today, plus 300. And then Saya Suzuki plus 430. I'll tell you what. Give me Shohei Ohtani. All right. We're going to ride the Cubs in a bet, but I don't want to be too leveraged on that game. Give me Shohei Ohtani plus 300. The big dog. Get him a shot here to hit a home run. All right. So drop in the chat where you're going, whether it's somebody that's on the board here or somebody that's off the board, right? So check that one out. I'm going Ohtani, but keep dropping them in. Let's jump into the weather because, my God, it's nice today. All right, here we go. Raising the Cubs. So what we're talking about, right? 75 degrees, feels like 73, 20% chance of rain. But I think the heavy stuff is going to be gone. I think we could get sprinkles here. Okay. I think, again, I am not a weatherman, but if we can get that to hold off, you're going to have 12-mile-an-hour winds at one point in this game, blowing out all over it. I'll take my shot because, look, if it doesn't happen, that means the game gets postponed. Fine, whatever. Give me my money back, right? Like, I'm going to take the shot here on this one today. Pirates and the Nationals. Hey, we've seen runs from both of these teams, not only this series, but previous ones as well. 83 degrees, feels like 87. It's actually huge humidity there in D.C. It's probably pretty hot. 0% rain, 3.5 miles an hour blown out, and increasing up to 5 miles an hour through this game. Yankees and the Red Sox, 75 degrees, feels like 76, no rain, 5 miles an hour blowing out. Left or right-handed pull hitters, excellent spot for you today. Rangers and the Mets. Look at this. 76 degrees, feels like 76 degrees, no rain, 10 miles an hour blowing out. Yeah, I'll ride with that. Royals and the Phillies, 79 degrees, feels like 80, no rain, 5.7 miles per hour blowing out and increasing, and no rain and humidity. Today's going to be nice in baseball today. Astros and the Braves, 80 degrees, feels like 82, no rain. It never rains in Atlanta, 3.8 miles per hour blowing out. Dodgers and the Giants, 65 degrees, feels like 62. All right, 0% rain, 12.2 miles per hour blowing out. Let me say that again. 12.2 miles per hour blowing out. It is nice in the Bay. All right, sorry, we had a slide stuck there. Angels and the Mariners here. 73 degrees, feels like 74, no rain. 6.4 miles per hour blowing out. So again, I mean, it's not massive, but it's pretty good. Like compared to what we've had, I feel like all week we haven't even had wind in our favor. You know what I mean? So I definitely got it there. Reds and the A's. Look at this one. 79 degrees. Feels like 76. 10 miles an hour. Blown out. Solid weather. All right, let's jump into the analytics here. All right. So, home runs, you can see it. Boy gets Patrick Corbin there. Pete Alonso's got 5 home runs. Max Muncy's got 3 home runs on Logan Webb. Francisco Lindor's got 3. Colton Cowser has 3. Colton Cowser, has 2. Bellinger has 2. Trevor Story has 2. Brandon Nimmo, he has 2. Mookie Betts, he has 2. Some big names there. And then again, Manzardo, Ketel Marte, Nick Kess, a lot of Phillies here. Castellanos, Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber's got 2 at-bats and one of them's a home run on Ryan Bergman. So Francisco Alvarez, you see a lot of Phillies, a lot of Mets on this list again. You can see it, Pete Alonso. I mean, look how many Mets and Dodgers you have to start this list, dude. On Patrick Corbin, look, we could get vintage Patrick Corbin day today. You see Pete Alonso there, 70, 347. Freddie Freeman's at 349 on Logan Webb. Mookie Betts 375 on Logan Webb. And then again, Starling Marte, Francisco Lindor, Brandon Nimmo, Jeff McNeil. You have Mets all over this list. Wilmer Flores, Max Muncy, Will Smith, Bryce Terang. Yeah, if you're looking for player props today in Major League Baseball, looking for props, these are your dudes. Now, hitting streaks, Major League Baseball, Roman Gonzalez, obviously still sitting there 12. Jorge Polanco's got 10. Austin Hayes has 9. Jake Mangum has 8. Trey Turner has 7. Nico Horner has 7. Lars Nootbaar has 6. Harrison Bader, 5 straight games with a hit. Jackson Chourio, 5 straight games with a hit. Nick Castellanos, 5 straight. DJ LeMahieu, 5 straight games. Jackson Holiday right there, 5 straight. So if you're looking for dudes hitting the ball, there you go. And then put it all together. All right, your top 10 dudes for Major League Baseball the last 7 games or so. Josh Bell, 4 home runs his last 7, hit 391. Aaron Judge, 4 home runs his last 6 games, hit 333. 5 walks as well. Pay attention there. Cody Clemens, 4 home runs his last 4 games. Josh Naylor, 3 out of 6. Mookie Betts, 3 out of 6. Bryce Harper, 3 out of 7. Carlos Cortez, 3 out of 3. Jake Berger, 3 out of 6. Patrick Bailey, 3 out of 6. Then Carson Kelly has 3 home runs in his last 5 games. Boom. There we go. I think that's it. All right. Let me put the picks up here one more time, and we'll jump out of here, man. Saturday, we've gone almost an hour. I don't want to keep you too terribly long here. All right, so raising the Cubs. Let's see how that weather works out for us. Over 8.5. Rangers and the Mets, you saw it, over 8.5. Central Michigan, over 43.5. And then Tulane, minus 1.5. As well as Tennessee, Georgia, over 49.5. Alabama, team total over 33.5. Memphis money line, Virginia Tech money line plus 100. LSU money line, Notre Dame money line minus 115. Ole Miss money line, South Carolina money line plus 100. And then Georgia money line, Clemson money line at plus 156. All right, that's it. Poll results. Let's see where I'm interested to see where you guys went today with it. All right, let me pull it up here. Let's see. Georgia minus 3.5 at 47%. Hey, understandable. This Georgia team, you know what? To be the man, you got to beat the man, right? So we'll see today. Georgia minus 3.5, 47% is your winner. Second place was LSU minus 7 at 23%. Third place, Tennessee plus 3.5 at 17%. And then fourth place was Florida plus 7 at 13%. So there you go. There you go. All right. It's going to be a great day. All right. We'll get out of here. I don't want to keep you, like I said, but Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you need anything, holler at me. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, for everything NFL Sunday, and then we'll be live Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern to break down Sunday Night Football. So there we go. Have a wonderful Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend. So thankful for every one of you. I really appreciate all of you. You just have no idea. So thank you. Have a wonderful Saturday. You deserve it. And we'll see you in the morning. Best of luck. See you. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.